All right, everybody. Today we are on Lake Erie. It's early fall. People have started to go into the deer woods, but today we're on the lake looking for perch. So stay tuned. You're going to want to see this. And so sit back, relax, and if you get a minute, check out the channel after this video and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. I appreciate the love. Let's get into the video. The lake is actually quite bumpy today. I didn't expect it to be this bumpy, to be honest. It was calling for almost dead calm. But we're out here. We actually didn't go very far off. Every time I go fishing, I always go over areas where I mark fish, and I get in my mind that I'm going to fish a particular spot. And I think that's kind of a bad habit. And I always end up going past these spots where I'm marking fish because it's not where the group is fishing. And I always end up over there, and I might do okay. But I always say to myself, next time I'm going to stop if I see fish. I'm going to stop and try it. I don't know if I'll get lucky, but I'm going to stop and try it. So today we stopped and we're going to try it. Everybody's kind of going past here. They're going into deeper water. But I'm going to try fishing a little in closer to the park. There's a few boats spread out. Well, there were. It seems that they've moved out deeper. We may move out deeper, to be honest. But I hooked myself. But how great would it be to get on a little school all by ourselves? I think that would be pretty awesome. So we're going to try. I'm sorry if you get seasick trying to watch this video. Like I said, the lake's picked up pretty good right now. So this boat's rocking pretty good. It's going up and down, and we're nose into the wind. So hopefully the wind calms down and the lake lays down a little bit and it gets a little more comfortable. But today we're fishing I'm fishing a perch fly. Kelly's got a perch fly as well. But I heard that they're biting near the bottom, so I got a little snelled hook off the bottom, hanging real low. So we're just gonna jig this down. I got the active target on, and we're gonna see if we have any luck. So I don't know if we will, but we're gonna give it our best shot. So we're currently in 19 foot of water, and the water temp is 70 degrees at the surface. We very well may have to go deeper, but like I said, I'm just kind of changing my pattern here, and I'm trying to find somewhere where the fishing's going to be a little bit better. The way the wind's blowing, unfortunately, Stony Point isn't doing us any favors with blocking any of the waves because the waves are kind of rolling in from the south. So generally a south wind on Lake Erie means that the water picks up quite a bit more, and it's definitely picked up a bit today, especially here on the western basin. Well, we got our first fish, but it's a white perch. So I don't know if that's a good sign or not. If we start catching a bunch of white perch, then we will be moving. Because today we want yellow perch. I caught it on that bottom hook. There's one. All right, so we got our first yellow perch. So there's definitely fish down there. I think I'm going to change up what I'm using because the second one, this is the second fish on that bottom hook, but it's green. It's like a neon yellow. The tops are white, and I'm not getting a whole lot of action on that one. So we're gonna switch up colors real quick and see what that does. So there's definitely fish down where we're at. So we're gonna change this up a bit. I'm gonna take this silver one off, and we're gonna go to a green color, as that seemed to be what they wanted. So I got this rig right here. We're gonna grab this. It's kind of like a green blue with a red bead. We're gonna try it. And because they like that bottom hook, I'm gonna put my weight on that bottom snap, but I'm also gonna add a green snell. I had this green snell on the other one, and it cost most of my fish. So I caught the two that I've caught, and I say most of my fish. I'm having big aspirations. So that's what we're going with, kind of a blue-green with red beads, with a green chartreuse green bead on the bottom, below the weight. All right, let's see if we have any luck with this setup. We shifted some. It wasn't super far, but I stopped to shut the window and I marked some more fish. So as to today's spirit, we're gonna try and see. We are in 20 foot of water now, so definitely went down in water depth. I left my life vest on. Who cares? Oh, I got something. Holy cow!
Holy crap!
I'd say I caught something.
That's a monster!
Now that's a Lake Erie perch right there. Man, what a great fish that was, man. That's just a great size fish. So maybe we're onto something. Let's see if we catch a few more. I'm gonna put him in the live well. So there's definitely some fish down there. Huh? I have no idea. But I got another one. I think we're on to a school. Oh, this one wants to stick me. Uh-oh. That's not what I need it to be. That is so. Another perch we're going to put in the live well. I like to keep these shop towels on the boat. They're nice to clean your hands off after you get a fish. Let's see here. Put some of these guys back on the hooks that he flopped around and knocked off. I've been tapping the bottom with the weight and then letting it sit just above it. Well, it's definitely not gangbusters out. We're plinking away here and there. It's still a little bit slow. All right, experiment time. So I've got these Gulp Alive. I'm going to put one of these on. Probably the middle hook. And I'm going to see if it gets bit. So I just put the Gulp minnow on there. There'll be live minnows on the rest of the hooks. But I'm curious to see if that gets any action. I'm not a fan of fishing with live minnows. I do it for perch because I have to, but I would love an alternative that works just as good. I don't like fishing with minnows because they're expensive and they don't last long. Oh, that's a nice white perch though. Kelly and I both caught a couple of white perch. So mine's small.
Yeah,
Kelly's is nice
I can
size.
tell. It's like upside down the way I've got him gripped the typical way.
Let him go.
Like you might have to flip his belly up. Unless, yeah. So why don't we eat white perch?
Because they don't freeze well. I don't think that they taste bad.
They taste different than regular perch?
They don't hold in the freezer as well. That's a nice white perch for what it is. But he's going back in. Them seagulls are hungry. They're like, hey, give me some food, man. I'm not giving them food. Oh, I just missed a bite. Oh, got him.
Nice.
It's a good one.
Honestly.
Another one for the live well. It'll eat. There's fish where we're at. It seems to be a mix of white and yellow perch. We're catching enough yellows with as slow as it's been where I don't really want to move. We'll see what it does.
Ouch!
I got one.
See?
Another sandwich. Fish sandwich. Keeper. Yellow perch. That one's actually a little bit on the small side. So I think I'm gonna let him go. Like that.
A bite, there's been a clump back here. Must be attracted to that red. And that's the only difference between what you have and what I have. I have a fluorescent green, you have a fluorescent gray. So I hate to say.
This one's kind of small too, but I'm gonna keep him because he's not gonna make it. I switched Kelly to just a bead rig that I tied up, and she's caught a fish already. I might be taking the perch fly off. We'll see. All right, I'm changing. Perch flies just don't seem to be getting it done today.
Whoa, that's a good white one.
That's the biggest white perch I've ever seen. Yeah, I'll get him.
Take him off for the views. Careful, he's kind of got himself tangled up.
Look at that. That's the biggest white perch I've ever seen. Just a beast of a white perch. I don't know. You throw in the comments of whether or not you eat white perch, and if I'm correct in the fact that I hear it doesn't freeze well. I don't know. I've just been told that we don't keep them because they don't freeze well. I don't know. Seagull's hungry. He says, "Hey man, you throwing them fish back? You can give me a snack.
I don't even think I would fit on it.
Will you give me the rig wallet?" So she's catching on red beads. I'm gonna try these gold beads. So these are rigs that I've tied up myself. They're a little bit lighter. The line's a little bit lighter. The idea is for it to be a bit stealthier. Oh, looks like Kelly's trying to catch more fish while I'm changing. So we're gonna go in with this bead jig, or this bead perch rig. It's a tight line rig. I do like the tight line rigs. I tie them myself. This one has gold beads. She's using red beads. Having a bit of luck. I'm gonna try gold beads and see how they like that. If they don't like that, I'm gonna go to something probably more pink. Something more like on the red spectrum. We're gonna see. Oh, there's one. It's a little dude. Just a little one. He's going back. We moved out deeper. We're gonna see if we can find some perch here. So we're closer to the pack of boats, but that's not why I came. I was marking fish again. So we're gonna see. We'll shift around here for a little bit and see. We're definitely out deeper, but the water didn't really pick up any more than it was in shallower. So I may be getting rid of that gulp minnow. I don't think it's doing me any good. There's a fish right there. Oh, and it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah. That's what we're looking for. That's the size perch we want right there. Nice fish. In the live well, this one goes. Look at this one. Well, I'm going to wrap it up for today's episode. So fishing was a little bit slow today. We did put 10 keepers in the box, so that's pretty good. Not all of them were filmed. Kelly's fish didn't all get filmed. She just caught a little one right now. So they're still biting a little bit, but definitely not gangbusters. You know, the fishing's only going to get better from here. I was hoping to find about 60-degree water temperatures in the 60s, right? 69 and maybe a little lower. But they were in the 70s, so it was just low 70s, about 70 to 71. But it's going to get better from here, so stay tuned if you like perch fishing content. I think that we're going to have at least a couple more videos here before we end out the year. Maybe some walleye. I'm not really sure. We'll just kind of have to watch the fishing report. I'm going to be heading up to the deer woods here in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be doing some deer hunting. I'm going to try and film some of that, so maybe there's some hunting content coming up. Yeah, so Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, get out and live. Catch you next time here and on the creek.
Another catfish.